out here at Graue Incorporated, serving Central Illinois for over 50 years, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Visit their showroom and dealership for incredible summer savings going on now. Phone 735-4444 for more details. Josh Komnick, the furniture guy, Jake Johnston along, and a very special guest that has come into Graue Incorporated today, and a very good golfer, Jake.
No, it's not me.
No? You're not you? Okay.
No.
Katherine Hepler. Katherine, thanks for stopping in this morning.
Oh, sure. It's my pleasure.
Katherine is, of course, many people read, know you, maybe one of the better golfers at her age, at least here in this area of Central Illinois, maybe the Midwest. I'm getting to read more and more about her now. She's a 10-time Drysdale winner, which is absolutely amazing to me. 10 times, and you're 16 now. So that means, what, you were golfing 6, 7 years old?
Actually, I started when I was 3. My dad took me out to the club. Nice, nice.
And at 3, obviously it's probably a little tough for you to remember it, but was that something that you just picked up right away? Did you enjoy golf? Was it, you said your dad got you going. Is he a golfer?
Yeah, he was a very avid golfer. He gets out whenever he can.
Right, whenever he's not taking you around watching you, right?
Yeah.
I guess the real question is, can you beat him now?
I can,
okay,
for the most part.
Good. All right. I wanted to make sure. See, my dad quit playing me after I could beat him. He just quit and said he was too old or hurt or something like this, and I didn't know if your dad had started that yet.
No, we still go out a lot.
Good. You've been through a lot of tournaments. That thing this summer, you're active all over. You've been to South Carolina, Indiana. You said you've got another tournament. We'll get into those tournaments. But when you first started, maybe even at 3, and if you can't remember it, when you got to be 5, 6, was it just something that came pretty easy to you?
I think so. After my dad stopped swinging the club for me when we started, I think it was all right.
So after you got the tutelage from him or anybody else that may have helped you along the way, coaches and that kind of thing, golf has always been something that you've enjoyed doing at any time.
Yeah, it's just, I don't even remember not playing golf, so it's always been a part of my life.
Right, and when I'm sure you started here in Lincoln, and has that course been obviously good for you to work on, and is that where you did most of your practicing and things?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've practiced there for years, and it's really nice to go out there.
Okay. This game, when did you realize that you wanted to keep playing? After you realized that you're going to be pretty decent at it, as you are now, or even great, better than Jake and I for sure, when did you know that, hey, this thing could be pretty cool to keep doing?
Actually, it was my first Drysdale I played. I was almost 8 years old, and I got through it, and I just looked at my mom like, I think I want to play professionally after this.
So that's a pretty good goal. Is that your ultimate goal?
I really hope I can go play professional, but we'll see how much I work.
Sure. And talking about working, and you're getting out there, I'm sure, every day, even in the heat like we have been. How many times do you play during the week?
I play every day if I can. I think I've missed about 2 days this summer in total. But, yep, I go out for at least a couple hours every day, if not more. I try and play every day because just practicing and playing, there's this experience when you go out and play that's a lot different than practicing. So even if you can hit good on the range, you got to be able to know how to use it on the course. So that's the best ability I can keep up. Right,
and keep working on. And it's nice that you just don't go out as a basketball player, you go out and you shoot 3-pointers the whole time and don't work on anything else. You just think the game situation is going to be help. And yes, it is great, but like you said, you've got to go to the range. You've got to get the chip shots. You've got to go and read greens. You've got to putt, all the little stuff that, of course, makes you become the 10-time winner of the Drysdale.
Yeah.
Katherine, who do you practice with during the summer? Is your dad usually out there with you, or do you have a kind of a coach or somebody, or who goes out there?
When I go out and practice, it's by myself unless I go out and play with my dad in the evenings. And then I also have a swing coach that I go get lessons from right now it's been about once a month, I'd say. His name's Rick Sloan.
Any of your friends come around and say, hey, let's go out, maybe wager a soda on a putt or something.
I don't know. wouldn't wager a penny.
No?
No.
Come on. Once in a while, just so you can say you won. I mean, it's bound to happen one time. You let your friend. Oh, she probably let him win once.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be like, oh, I pulled that one, right?
No, if I do that, it's mostly putting contests. I like to play.
There you go. The long drive's probably your niche, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I don't hit the ball that long.
No?
I mean, long enough, for sure. For people my age, I hit it long. But for once you get around the older ladies on tour, I don't hit it very long.
Or you talk about, I was reading while you were playing in the Drysdale this year, that you had won it last year as a 15-year-old, and then from this year you had to go from, I think, 16 to 18-year-olds or 16 and 17-year-olds, and you met up a person that you always have played against, but she's a year older, so you had to play up an age, and still doesn't bother you. You just go out and whoop them.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you're that close in age, I mean, I only think it's 1 year, and we've been playing together since we were like 8 or 9 years old, so it was quite a treat to go out and play with her again.
Do you talk with her? I can't remember her name. You would know. Hannah, yes. Do you drive to Springfield, or does she come here, or do you guys meet and go once a week or once a month and play around together?
I haven't seen her that much this last summer. We used to play a little bit when I was around freshman, sophomore in high school, but she's actually from Hillsborough too.
Okay. So she's got a little farther of a drive, but she's I think she's going to be a senior this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds cool. And let's see. You've got tournaments going on all summer. We've talked about you went to South Carolina. I think you said over spring break. Was that just for spring break?
Yeah, I just you know how chilly it is around here,
sure.
So I just
you went to practice.
I went
down to Clemson. I think Clemson, South Carolina, where the University of Clemson is, and played there. You've been to Purdue. In what is that? Indiana, Indiana, and then you're going back to Indiana again. I think you said for another tournament of this. Talk about this league that you're in for junior PGA golfers.
Well, it's pretty much put on by the PGA Association, and the people who run it, who go to every tournament, are like interns in college, kind of, and they're working on getting professional status and learning how to run a club and that kind of stuff. So they take some of these interns and they go around to every tournament and they learn how to like run tournaments and that kind of stuff. So they kind of pop around all over the country. I've been lucky enough that there were 3 tournaments that are like somewhat in the Midwest, 3 or 4. So I played in one in Iowa at Riverside, and then I played at the one in Purdue.
And won.
Yeah, I won both of those.
Nice.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. And then you just got back from one, right?
Yeah, in Ohio. That was a really tough course.
I was reading. I mean, I was reading, and if I read this right, during the Drysdale this year, you only had, was that 1 bogey in 4 rounds?
Yeah, during competition.
I'm shocked now. I want to go play with you, right? I want to go play. I want to go play 18 right now.
That's no problem for me, as long as I have the scorecard.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I'm good.
But as far as that, you only have 1 bogey in 4 rounds at the Drysdale, or 3 rounds, whatever it is, and then you go to this course, and I'm reading in the paper that everybody's shooting over. I mean, over par, and I'm just thinking, wow, is the weather that bad? Is it just a horrendous course?
It was the greens, actually. I think most people, when you get to be about how good I am or how good some of these girls are on the tour, they mostly, I tend to rely a little bit too much on my putting more than I should, and I actually so proud of myself. I had not 3-putted in a tournament for a month.
Nice.
And then I come to this place and I 3-putt twice every single day, and I'm like, this is not supposed to happen right now. So these greens, your ball really couldn't hold, and then as soon as you got above the hole, you tap it. Like you have a 4-footer, you tap it. If you miss it, I rolled 7 feet by. So
it was tough not only for you, but I'm reading that even the girl that won it was 5 over or something like 7 over on the last day, and she still had a good enough lead that she was able to win. But was it? I mean, as good as you girls are now, there's something has to be done with that. Was that the course's fault? I mean, did they just have it rain? Were they real hard?
Oh no. Well, I wouldn't say it was the course's fault, because it was nice for all of us to be able to play on a layout like that. Because I think on the stimp it might have been running at like 11.5 on the first day, and then we got kind of lucky that it rained in the morning on the second day, so that was a relief for most of the field. But
down those tournaments, how many rounds do you play on the junior PGA?
It's a 3-day tournament, which is actually nice because most tournaments are 2 days. Some of them are 1 day, but a 3-day gives kind of the chance for the field to kind of shake out. So, like, even if a good player has a bad round on the first day, then they can still come back in enough time to win.
Got a little time to make up, just like 4 quarters in basketball. You're down at half, you still got some work to do. And hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break out here at Graue Incorporated. We've got Katherine Hepler in here. Got a few more questions for her before we let her go. Probably play 18 or 36 today. And we'll be back here. You're listening to Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Graue Incorporated is where we are today for the Cheap Seats. Josh Komnick, the furniture guy, Jake Johnston, and our special guest this morning was Katherine Hepler, 10-time winner of the Drysdale. That just sounds kind of neat. You know, I'd like to put that in front of mine.
Yeah, no, you don't stand a chance.
No. It'd be nice, though. Graue serving Central Illinois for over 50 years, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Visit their showroom and dealership for incredible summer savings going on now. Phone 735-4444 for more details. Discussing Katherine's career. Off the air, we were talking about where she's wants to attend school.
Yeah.
As far as being a college athlete and studying. And Katherine, where is that?
I have given a verbal commitment to the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana.
Nice.
So,
And that was a place that was your ultimate goal? I mean, your first love, your true love was to wear – I see the orange and blue on the braces already, but it was that the place that you wanted to go from the beginning?
I think – in my subconscious, I was kind of set on it because I had first met Coach Sloan when I was 12, so we had known each other for quite a few years even before I qualified.
And that helps.
Yeah, it definitely does to try and get a working relationship with her before anything happens.
College decision was, distance from home a factor where your parents can come and see you play in Champaign, or was that, you could have gone anywhere?
I think for my parents' sake, distance from home was kind of a factor.
Maybe not yours.
Well, it was.
Or you don't have to say that if you don't want to.
It was a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, I could have gone a little farther away from home. But
it's good. And you've played at their. We were talking about their course. They've got 5. I think you said that they play on, and you've played on to most of them already.
Yeah, I've played on. Well, I've played on 2 of them and seen 3. I should say like 3.5, because when you go to the orange course to play, you have to see the blue since it's right next to it. So. And
of course, you're just going to be a junior next year, right?
I think I'll be a senior.
Oh, you'll be a senior.
Okay. My last year.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be attending Champaign the following year after to hopefully bring home a NCAA championship. Jake got to asking the question of during the break. We've got to know, because Jake, as soon as you tell Jake what kind of irons and driver and ball that you use, he's going. He's going to Shields, or he's going to wherever you can get him offline, whatever. He's going to go get them. What do you use?
For my woods, I use the 2007 TaylorMade Bernards.
Okay. And
then for my irons, it's the TaylorMade R9 TP irons with conforming grooves.
Okay.
I have one hybrid that's a 21.5 degree Nikent iron, actually. But I've been using that for like 3 years now. I really do like them.
Sure.
That's one of 2 clubs, I think, that isn't TaylorMade in my bag.
Okay.
So then my wedges,
So we're working on the TaylorMade sponsorship already. Oh. And what kind of ball do we use?
I use a Titleist NXT Tour.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know you can get to the XT Tours, Jake. I know that's...
Yeah, I'm good there.
That's it. Talking about clubs, you said you use 2007s. Do you think you lose pop with a golf club? I know baseball, the bats will eventually run out. You won't hit it near as far. Have you found that in golf at all, too?
Well, sometimes with graphite clubs, the shaft kind of tends to get worn out, I've seen, but usually the heads stay good for a pretty long time, especially iron heads. Iron heads, you don't get anything worn out from them.
Right. Well, give us some other things that you enjoy doing besides golf. We've talked golf all the time now, and of course, being a 16-year-old, there's a lot more to be doing, even though somebody that wants to eventually be a hopeful pro, as you've been on the Junior PGA Tour already. But, what else do you enjoy doing in your off time?
Well, a few of my other commitments, I have marching band, which goes throughout the summer, and then eventually I'll turn into concert band and jazz band and other band activities. But sometimes for enjoyment, I like reading, mostly fiction, you know, not non-fiction type person.
Sure.
But those are pretty much my two main hobbies that I do besides golf.
Okay. All right. And you've got a full summer. You said you were taking some summer work, some summer class over the summer. So you've got golf, you've got marching band or band, and class to get done. So busy summer for you.
Yes, it has been.
And when do you go next to? When is your next tournament, I guess?
The first week of August, which happens to be during band camp, unfortunately. So I'll have some catching up to do, but it's in Fort Wayne, Indiana, at Sycamore Hills.
Okay.
It's actually a Jack Nicklaus design.
Nice, so. Nice. So you'll be heading over there for that tournament of 3 days?
This one's actually 4, because it's their championship, so they decide to make it like an actual PGA tournament.
With 4 rounds, do you feel yourself on day 4, hole number 7, saying, man, I can feel it that I've played 3 other rounds, in the last 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope so. I go out and work every day anyway, so by that 4th day, I should still be okay, as long as I pretend this is just another round of golf and keep my head in the game.
More mental. Sure. And just talking with you, I'm sure have that part of the game down pat. So I think that's going to be about it. We're about done here for out at Graue Incorporated for the cheap seats. Jake, anything else for a future probably pro golfer?
Well, she's sitting in the hot seat today.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, she's right by the sun. So hey, there's nothing new. She's been outside this week playing.
Well, she's
playing
young.
Yeah.
Recuperates a lot faster.
Right. She's been playing 36 holes for the last 5 days in a row. So.
Did you say what kind of putter you use?
Jake's got it written down here.
I didn't
He's
write
got
that
it written
down
on his notepad. He's got the driver.
I got the driver.
He's going to make up something. That he needs
I got
two
the
irons
hybrid.
anyways, but that's not
Actually,
it.
I think I might swing the same hybrid as she does.
I bet it doesn't go as straight.
No.
I wanted to ask you one thing before we let you go, too. In your opinion, what's the best part of your game?
Normally, I would say it's my putting. Cause
before Ohio.
Yeah, before Ohio. It was my putting. So that's definitely because it's, I don't know. Well, your putting, I don't know. I feel like it's almost like your will. Like when I start making putts and I'm having a really good day, I can feel like I'm the one who's making the ball go in the hole no matter what way I stroke it. So it's just, I feel like I actually have the most control over my putter.
Sure.
So.
Momentum, everything.
So whenever you make a good putt, do you ever do ride the bull or anything like that?
Like Happy Gilmore?
I mean, well, I know I do.
Yeah. But you probably don't have people watching you either.
That's good. Well, no, believe me, people watch.
Oh, that's funny. So no fist pump or no actions afterwards.
Oh, not really.
Just an inside, yeah.
Pretty much. Just once in a while, I'll smile maybe afterward.
Any favorite outfit that you wear on the 4th day? Hey, you're in the lead up in Fort Wayne. And is there that favorite outfit you throw on that's just superstition that I'm going to bring home the championship on day 4 coming up?
There is this black skirt I have at home. I think I wore it on the final day of the Drysdale, actually.
That seems to be working out well.
I think that's usually what I wear.
It's probably what I'm going to go with. And the Bridgestone golf hat, always?
Yeah.
Always? Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good, Katherine. We want to thank you for taking some time out for your busy schedule and stopping in and letting us, filling us in, letting everybody else know your golf and what you've been doing over the summer.
Well, thank you for having me.
No problem. That's going to do it out here at Graue Incorporated. Hey, next week we've got a special show going to be out at Blades Hair and Nail Salon. It's for the St. Jude Cut-a-thon. Come out and join us. 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln. Appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Phone 732-7213 or 732-6293. That's July 30th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Children's, men and women's men and women cuts. All proceeds are going to St. Jude's. So come on out there. It's a great cause. Come out to Blades Hair and Nail Salon, 241 Madigan Drive. We'll be there from 9 to 10. And then the cut-a-thon goes on from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So come out and see us. We'll be out there. Jake?
Real quick mention, Ashley Furniture has selected Jake's Furnishings as one of the very few stores that is running a factory-authorized Ashley Furniture sale. On top of our current sale prices, you're actually going to get an extra discount that has been authorized directly through Ashley Furniture.
Can't beat it. Hottest day. Oh. And yes, the answer to the trivia, the hottest day in game.
I believe it was Memorial Day.
You've been because you say
1993. We played at Busch Stadium. Lincoln High School did, and then had the Cardinal game afterwards. It was 113 on the field.
Well, you didn't send it to Guinness Book of World Records because this was done July 24th, 2010 at Citizens Bank Park. That is home to the Philadelphia Phillies. They were taking on the Colorado Rockies, and the temperature reached 106. So you should have turned it in because you would be you would have participated in the hottest game ever. But that's going to do it. Graue Incorporated, thanks for having us here. I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank Katherine Hepler for stopping by and giving us some tutelage in golf. And remember, St. Jude's Cut-a-thon out at Blades. We'll be out there next Saturday. For Jake, Josh, for Katherine, we'll be back next Saturday. Thanks for joining in.